right, trolls. Now the next showcase that we have up is the Bethesda showcase. Happened on the 10th as well as the Microsoft showcase. They started off with a pretty funny joke about Walmart Canada and their ability to release games for them, as Rage 2 was leaked by a Walmart store page. So that was pretty funny. And then there was this the developers for Rage 2, a couple of them came out on stage, and it was a really weird height joke between the two guys. One guy was really short, one guy was really tall, and it kind of drug on. So again, we've been talking about those cringe moments in E3 that are so popular every year. I think that was another one that's going to make those compilations. Looking at Rage 2, it's always been, or the first Rage was such a pretty game. I'd completely forgotten about it, but Rage 2 is a very pretty game. I mean, it's very violent, very gory, but graphically, I mean, the lighting effects, just as you move through, the way your character moves, and the way that the physics happen when your bullets meet the enemy's flesh it's a really pretty dang game. They announced some interesting stuff. Elder Scrolls Legends, which is it's a mobile game, and so it's first person game. You can run through these castles and dungeons and outdoors and fight. I don't know. I just have a hard time imagining that it's going to work too well. I mean, if you didn't see the showcase, go check out a preview for this Elder Scrolls Legends. It's a mobile Elder Scrolls game, so it looks like Elder Scrolls, but I don't feel like it's going to play anything too well. Speaking of Elder Scrolls, they also did a big segment on the Elder Scrolls Online. They're dropping a bunch of DLC for that. And so if you're one of those Elder Scrolls Online folks, well then, by gosh, there's going to be some more content there for you. There's a card game too. I can't remember. An Elder Scrolls card game or something of the like. Maybe that was in the Microsoft one. Any which way, Doom is getting a sequel, Doom Eternal. I'm not sure if it's a sequel or if it's more DLC for the actual Doom game. Most likely, though, it's a sequel. It's called Doom Eternal. They didn't show any gameplay footage for it, just a cinematic of this really hellish landscape with all these big, grotesque-looking demons wandering around. They are going to debut more of that, or some of the gameplay for that, at QuakeCon this year. So check out QuakeCon for more information on that one. Wolfenstein the New Colossus. That the Wolfenstein sequel is getting a port to the Nintendo Switch, so all you Switch players that have been waiting for that, there's that. They also have announced a new Wolfenstein campaign, or a new game called Young Blood, which is a co-op game. You play as the protagonist from the previous Wolfenstein games as his daughters in the game. Well, you and a friend play as his twin daughters in the game. Prey 2 is getting some DLC called Moon Crash, and then I made a note here that says more cringe humor there, but I forgot what the Prey. What it was the some of the staff for the game. They did a video where the video cut out early because they were being attacked by something, and then they came out on stage, and there's this really awkward moment where the dude, he wrote on a sticky note, not a mimic, and then he put that sticky note on the other, on this lady developer on her shirt, and they were like, "No, Mom, don't worry, I'm not a mimic." And I guarantee neither of those people's mothers play Prey or Prey 2, so it was just another one for the old compilation there. Quake Champions. I didn't really understand what this preview was about, but they showcased some Quake Champions and said, "Hey, look, Quake is the original esports game." The game didn't look all that great to me, but hey, you know what? What are you gonna do? Oh, before I forget, for Rage 2, spring 2019 is the release date for that. And then, Todd Howard came out. They saved all the really big guns for him, of course. He came out. He was talking about the Elder Scrolls Legends and stuff like that. But he came out. Oh, I've really screwed up here. The Elder Scrolls Legends was the card game. The Elder Scrolls Blades is the mobile game that I was talking about earlier. Elder Scrolls Legends is the card game. So I hope you didn't go out and buy the wrong one because of this information that I gave you 2 minutes ago. But I've corrected it, so there's that. Anyway, Todd Howard, he comes out and everyone cheers and is very excited to see Todd, because Todd always brings with him big news, or at least he has for the last couple of years. And so he came out and he said, hey, here's Fallout 76. You guys saw the trailer. Here's some gameplay footage, and he showed us some new cinematics for that and some gameplay footage. And he did make some mentions. We were all kind of concerned it was going to be an Elder Scrolls Online type game, but he kind of allayed those fears a little bit, because he said, yes, it is online all the time, multiplayer. All the people you see in the Wasteland are going to be other real people. However, you can play the game solo. There's a solo quest, so you can take that on by yourself. He did say it would probably be more difficult without helping with friends, and so they've really doubled down on the settlement building aspect of Fallout 4. Although in this one you'll be able to build settlements wherever, not just in the locations that the game allows you to. They did mention, or the GameSpot folks mentioned afterwards, that this was a mod that was available in Fallout 4. So when people modded it, they made it so you could build settlements anyway. But this is from the vanilla game going in. Fallout 76 will have settlement building wherever you want. They are, for the first time, doing a beta, because it is going to be online, and so Todd gave some acronym for the beta. It was like Break It, Everything, Testing Assurance or something. I don't know what it was, but it was pretty funny. Fallout 76 is going to be available on November 14th of this year, 2018, so that's kind of exciting. I do enjoy the fact that Bethesda releases some of these big titles with like, hey, here it is, the announcement, and then boom, a couple months later, it's the game. So that's kind of nice. Although they then talked about Fallout Shelter is coming to Nintendo Switch and PS4. Xbox already has it. It's already on PC. It's already on the mobile and the tablets. They said there's been more people that have played Fallout Shelter than any other Bethesda game. It was like 120 million people have played Fallout Shelter, which is, it's nuts bananas. Then they dropped the teases for the two really big ones that everyone's been anticipating. Starfield, they gave a quick 30-second tease of cinematic. It panned away from a moon onto a satellite, and then it got warped into a black hole, so that was kind of cool. They did confirm that it was for next generation consoles, so I don't know if we can take that as kind of a hint that coming soon will be that PlayStation 5 news, or that Xbox 2 news, or whatever's coming next around the corner for us console peasants. And then at the end of it, he also got the audience all hyped up, and they were all jacked about another quick teaser he showed for Elder Scrolls 6. And so Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. They're working on it. So that I've always been more of a Fallout guy as opposed to an Elder Scrolls guy, but that should be a fun game. I still haven't beat Skyrim, so they've got time. They can wait. They can put that off as long as they want. And that was it for the Bethesda showcase. I did find a stream for the Devolver Digital showcase that happened right after that. And Devolver Digital, it wasn't a live event. It was a streamed event. And I didn't see last year's, but I'm going to have to go find video of it and watch it, because it was the funniest satire of a E3 showcase, or these kind of games showcases. And I'm sorry, I'm tripping all over my words here. And the CEO, or the actress that was playing the CEO, came out and snapped some dude's neck and then called her son up to debut their little classic Devolver digital game console, which was a painted Sega Dreamcast or Sega Genesis. And then she killed him somehow. She shot him. And then the audience was all very excited about this, and there were children in the audience, and they made mention of loot boxes were very popular, and Bitcoin has seen a incredible attack on the market with this cryptocurrency thing, and so they were going to introduce loot box coin, which was the next big thing. And they did introduce a couple of games, though. They talked about Metal Wolf Chaos, which I guess was a game for the Xbox. I never played it, but it looks like it's still on the Xbox. It's not very, attractive. And there was another game they did, which was Scum. It's a survival game, it looks like. Showed a guy running, he got shot. Or shot at, then a giant mech warrior came and shot his attacker, then stepped on him, and then he was reanimated as a zombie, so that was kind of interesting. And then a game that looks really, really cool, it's called My Friend Pedro. I could best describe it as a 2D gun dancing game, because they played like this classical opera music, and it's a 2D side-scroller. This guy is dancing through it with guns in either hand, and he's just mowing over these bad guys. A lot of really cool physics stuff with that game, but I may have to check it out. It should be a cheap one on the old Xbox store there, one of those $7.99 or $10 games, which I would be, I'd be more so inclined to get than if it were a full-priced $60 game, which I doubt it will be, but it looks very funny. So that's it for Devolver Digital, and thus ends this video. So if you did like this video, leave a like on the video. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already. I haven't been making many videos for it, but I am starting up again with these E3 videos. I think it's a good kind of way to get back into it and dip my toe back into the waters of online video game making, video making creation there. Also, if you didn't see the previous E3 2018 recap, you can check that out here. And then if I've got the next one up, you can also check that out here. Also, I should have put a tag up sometime in the video, but if I did not, there's a tag for the vlog, which will come out far after these videos on my other channel. So until next time, we'll see you tomorrow at the Square Enix showcase.